Welcome back, everyone. Let's get back to the conversation. The issues that are rearing their heads, the issues of fake news, the issues of violence and security concerns as raised by INEC ahead of this election get our attention tonight. My partner tonight is Senator Olorunbe Bamura, the Deputy Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, and PDP, Lagos PDP Senator West candidate, Mr. Gbadebo Rhodes Vivo. We're still expecting Mr. Shehu Gabam to join us from our Abuja studio. He's the National Secretary of the SDP. Thank you so much for being on the program today. Let me ask you quickly, how bad is it with these fake news? And do you think it will impact negatively on the election in 2019?
I think it's very significant, especially with the new social media age, and especially in Lagos, where you have huge internet penetration into most populations. And you find that there's so much misinformation that's going around now, and especially misinformation that hits up the polity. And you don't want things like that to be exacerbated, because that's what then creates violence during elections, is what creates the kind of tension that I want to try and avoid in 2019 elections.
Do you think more of the voters rely on information online?
A significant amount of people do. That's where they get their news. A significant amount of people get their votes, their information online. You know, so that's a major case for concern.
And so that's how do you think that government can curb these? Or what can be done? Because if information is out there and they're fake, as we've often seen, that people edit and put pictures on picture and sound that do not belong to the people they say they belong to, that's a major problem.
I feel that what I've noticed Western countries do is they try and push a lot of education, ways of verifying information, checking the source of information. So if you see a news item on a particular website, you can go and check if that same news item is on any credible website that we're known to get quality information from, even if it's just the national dailies. If something as significant as maybe 300 people died in a bomb blast somewhere, is only in a particular kind of news media and it doesn't make it to mainstream media, more than likely it's not. It's fake news.
Senator Mamora, as it stands right now, are we in trouble as a people with the phenomenon of fake news? We've seen a lot of people traumatized, a lot of lives affected by these, the effect of fake news. Going into 2019, are we in trouble with the fake news phenomenon?
Well, I am worried, I must say, and I think every responsible Nigerian should be worried about the monster that fake news has become, particularly, on the social media. I'm aware that the Honorable Minister of Information has been doing a lot to really curb that in terms of appealing to people and in terms of, expressing educating on the danger of fake news. But it also behoves on citizens. It's part of our citizenship as Nigerians to ensure that when you see a news item, particularly on the social media, you should ask yourself, can this be true? Is it fair? Is it possible? Will it, you see the four-way test, which of the four-way test, which has been popularized, as it were, by the organization that is Rotary, I was trying to recall. Yes, four-way test. I think that should just solve it. That is, you ask yourself, is it the truth? Will it bring friendship? Will it engender friendship and all that? Those are the questions to ask. And once you cannot convince yourself of the veracity of the news item, then I think it's better just to dismiss it and not to help spreading it. Because it's one thing for this news item to be pushed out. It's another thing for people to also engage in spreading. And when you do that, you're not helping the society, you're not helping the country. And we all have a duty, because we talk of security. Security is everybody's business. And there are situations when some of this news, when you get to hear of them, they are potentially, a threat to the security of all of us. So that's why every citizen has a right, a duty, a responsibility to ensure that you do not be part of spreading such fake news that can destabilize not just the immediate society, but the entire country as a whole.
Let me quickly ask you, and a quick reaction from you, Senator Mamora, in this election, is there a chance for your candidate, President Muhammadu Buhari, in this election, considering the other alternatives that have come up and the challenge coming from a main opposition party, the PDP?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the president and the APC administration will be assessed on 3 issues on which we campaigned in 2014-2015. Essentially, security situation, then, of course, fight corruption, fix the economy. And as far as I'm concerned, this administration under President Muhammadu Buhari has done a lot to have pass mark on all the 3 items. Pass mark in varying degrees. On the issue of security, this administration has done very well to even score a very high mark. On the issue of fighting corruption, this administration under Muhammadu Buhari has done so much. Never in the history of this country have we got a situation where so much money has been recovered, so many properties recovered, so many forfeitures of cash in local and foreign denominations or currencies.
Okay. Senator, let me perhaps ask Mr. Gbadebo of Ivory. Your party will face another test. Is it a test to get back to power in 2019, or a test because if your party loses again this time around, it's going to be a major blow for your party. Does your party stand a chance? Atiku, for example.
I believe we do. I mean, the economy itself is a litmus test for the last 4 years. Our currency has pretty much lost half of its value. About 12 to 13 million children are out of school. We have a situation where unemployment rates have gone even much higher. And people are hungry. People know what the price of rice is currently. People know how hard it is on the streets right now. So the people are going to actually bring this up, and they're going to determine what they need for this country to work again. And I believe that Atiku Abubakar has the idea and the capacity to actually get this economy working again.
Gbadebo Rhodes Vivo, Lagos West PDP Senator candidate. Thank you for coming on the program. And Senator Olorunmbe Mamora, Deputy Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. Thank you so much for your thoughts tonight on the program. Well, that's where we leave it tonight, everyone. But before we go, let's tell you, stand by, everyone. At 7:30, we'll bring to you a one-on-one interview with the Director General of the PDP Atiku Campaign Organization, Bukola Saraki. We air at 7:30 p.m. So keep watching Channels Television, everyone. That's our show for today. I'm Sean Okimale. Bye-bye.